To the economy now, where staggering numbers have been released surrounding Black women in the labor force. A new report shows more than 300,000 Black women have left the workforce in just the last several months. That's according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Joining me now is gender economist Katika Roy to break this all down and why they're leaving. Katika, thank you so much for being with us. You recently wrote an article where you say that this isn't happening by accident. Why do you think it is happening?
This is happening because of cuts to public sector positions. So if you look at the federal labor force, Black women make up just over 12% of the federal labor force. It's about double their representation in the labor force overall. And when you have targeted cuts up to 50% in organizations such as the Department of Education and HHS, you're not just trimming the fat, you're actually cutting the economic backbone for Black women.
I don't need no man. Oh God, say it again. I don't need no man.
Black women are losing their jobs at a skyrocketing rate. This is astounding. We need to be talking about this. We need to be looking into this data thoroughly, and we need to put our thinking caps together to talk about solutions to soften the blow.
I don't give a what y'all say. We need men.
Winter is coming.
What's going on, everyone? This is your man, Brandon Gio.
And your man, JaMichael Moore.
And we are the Residual Impact Podcast. Hey, yo, check it. There was a viral story, of course, as you might have seen from the intro, where more than 300,000 Black women have been laid off from work. So many jobs lost, so many women in disarray of losing their jobs. I mean, who wouldn't be?
Yeah, that is yikes.
I know I look ugly right now, but I don't even care, bro. I don't care. Yo, tell me why I just went to work today and was there probably an hour. They called me and my lab partner. They said, can you and so-and-so come into the conference room with me? And right then, that moment, I knew we were cooked. Long story short, our positions have been eliminated. The worst part about all of this is I literally started that job because I came from a lab that I got laid off from because the company closed. So I literally have just been here just a little bit over a year, and here I am again, right back in the same freaking position, bro. I can't do this, bro. Like, it took everything in me not to crash out in there on them folks, because I am just so angry. I'm so tired. It's like, if it's not one thing, it's another, bro. And on top of that, I'm in the middle of trying to move too. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I've been working in labs in Little Rock since 2021. There are no labs here for real that are paying more than $20 an hour. It took me for 3 months to find this job after I got laid off from my last job. I worked in 5 different labs at this point. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to apply. I don't know. This is just all so. This is just too much. This is too much. This is too much. This is too freaking.
At this point, I'm looking for a provider. So this is my application video. Hello, my name is Stephanie. I cook, I clean, I fuck, I suck, and I shut the fuck up as long as you paying those fucking bills. Amen. Amen.
At this point, come pay these bills and cheat. Do what you want in peace. I don't give a damn. Just pay the bills. Shit, even if you want to go half and half, that's fine with me. I'll take that. Shit, I'll take a quarter or something. Just come take the trash out, pump the gas, and clean the car and roll the blunt. Pay the bills.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm at a loss for words. First, let me say my prayers go out to each and every person that has been affected by this. I truly hope that you're able to find some form of work. And secondly, we got a big problem.
We do. We do. Listen, Kevin Samuels once said that winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
And I don't think that when he used to say that, he was trying to be funny. He was really trying to put out a message, somewhat of a warning, to prepare everyone in the community, especially the ladies within the community, that there's going to be a time that comes to where the same women who have been out there standing on all 10 toes, screaming, I'm strong, independent.
I don't need no man.
I don't need no man.
You do not need a man.
Those are going to be the same type of women crying and wanting a man, needing a man at that point. And again, I'm not saying any of that to try to belittle any women, all right? I'm saying all of that to say it's not just a matter of women needing us, because we need y'all too.
I love black men. Black men love me. Black men love black women. Black women love black men. We need each other.
You don't see any men going out here saying, oh, we're strong, independent, we don't need no woman, because we know that we need each other.
Yeah.
Mike, you talk about all the time, what God said that man was not meant to be alone?
Yeah, literally. I mean, that was not the part of creation that God was like, you know what? Some of them, I'm gonna lead them just to do it on their own. But, you know, some of them, they'll be better together. No, it's literally said that it is not good for man to be all one, meaning that we ain't meant to be alone. We're meant to be together. We're meant to work in unity so that you can grow. I mean, if that was the case, God wouldn't created us. He didn't want to be by himself. He's like, hey man, let me create something that can talk to me and commune with me so that we can converse. But I mean, we're not doing that, as you can see, because if we were conversing, we would be together more. And right now, bro, we're in a state of emergency. And unfortunately, I hate it, but it takes a tragedy to happen for it to wake up some people in order to be like, man, something got to change. I don't like that.
I want to get into the staggering numbers of over 300,000 Black women who are left unemployed.
If you guys have made it this far, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget to click that notification bell so you never miss when we upload a new video for you. Make sure you guys leave a thumbs up. It's completely free and it goes a long way.
Also, don't forget to leave a comment because we like to hear from y'all. We want to know what y'all think. Is the video good? Does it suck? Did you learn something from it? Just say hello. Put a smiley face. I don't care. Just write something. Interact. Communicate. We like those things.
Now back to the video.
6.1% as of today, in comparison to their white counterparts or any other demographic or nationality, Black women are losing their jobs at a skyrocketing rate. This is astounding. We need to be talking about this. We need to be looking into this data thoroughly, and we need to put our thinking caps together to talk about solutions to soften the blow. Because Black women as a whole, it's looking pretty strategic on how they're targeting our community.
So I'll just say this. Recently, I have tapped into Frederick Douglass. I have been listening to something called the Willie Lynch Letters. And if you don't know what those things are, please take the time to educate yourself. But these are things that are from our past that literally have psychological remnants today. And what's happening when I hear this is literally like a plan that was already set in place for us that we didn't know we were part of the plan.
Right. And it's to the point to where I think a huge part of this, of course, stemmed, like it started decades ago, right? The highest rates of marriage between Black men and Black women were probably during slavery, shortly after slavery, during the Jim Crow era, and all the way up until the point to where welfare was introduced. And the government said, in order for you to be on this program, you cannot have a male present. So with that being said, all the men that were forced out of the homes, all the men that voluntarily left the home so that the wives and the kids could be taken care of. Because not only that, like, this is something that actually just popped in my head. Mm-hmm. Dr. Umar, I remember he was having a conversation and he talked about how there was a time period where around, you know, the time that welfare was being introduced in the homes, a lot of the factory jobs were being shut down.
Up until 1970, you did not have to go to college to live a decent life. After 1970, everybody had to go to college. Our grandparents lived comfortable lives, no college education. They worked in the factories in Pontiac, the factories in Detroit, the factories in Chicago, the factories in Indianapolis, the factories in Milwaukee. They didn't need a master's degree. They used their hands. So guess what? The United States government decided to eliminate the skills that pay the bills. And so they went into the high schools and took out plumbing, took out electric, took out welding, took out auto body, all the skills that allow black men to take care of the family and thus keep it together were removed. And then they took all the factory jobs out the inner city. That was 1970.
Like back in the 50s and the 60s, many men could support their family just off of factory jobs. Not only that, you'll have a bunch of women today who will say, oh,
men used to fix cars and build houses.
Men used to go to war and build things.
Aren't you supposed to be building a house? You know who don't have time to worry about what I do with my hair? Men who build houses, bro.
But what a lot of those women don't realize is those skills were actually taught in like the high schools and the middle schools. Like boys back then, while they were in school, they were taught, wood shop class, auto body class. Like they were taught how to work on building stuff, fixing stuff, working on cars. And those are skills that were removed from schools, like home economics. Did you have home ec growing up? Because I had home ec.
I did actually have home ec.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many schools actually still have home ec?
I don't even hear about that no more.
No. Even better. How many schools teach their kids how to write in cursive? That's just a prime example of many of the things that are being taken out of schools. Right? So you guys got to think about this. Our fathers, our grandfathers, our great-grandfathers, they learned a lot more than we learned when we were growing up. Now, in order for us to learn how to work on cars and build homes and stuff like that, we have to go to school after graduating high school.
Yeah.
We have to learn trades, which I highly advise every single one of you brothers, please go learn a skill, go learn a trade. Even with this, I know I can speak for myself. I don't know about Mike. Maybe Mike, you might be. I know you're learning some stuff. I don't want to speak on your behalf, but I will say that I'm working on learning some trades. Like I'm going to pursue that, and I'm definitely using this as a vehicle to help me. So hit that Cash App down below.
Just on $1.
Yeah, $1 from each of y'all. Like we got 2,000 plus subs. Like that'll help
For real.
But anywho.
On a serious note, man, there's a reason why we are all in this boat together.
Yeah.
So many things have been removed from the community, and then so many things were introduced into the community to allow us to pull each other apart and separate.
Yeah. And if you really just pay attention to how the economic structure is going today, as far as prices of things and inflation and all of that stuff, if you pay attention, it's getting harder to really support yourself when you're by yourself.
Yeah.
So this plan is, I'm telling you, it's a lot more ingrained and deeper than we know. And if we continue on with the same, let's just say the same urgency that we have not had, then what's happening to us is going to overtake us.
Simply put, if we keep doing the same bullshit, we're going to keep having the same results.
So hit the bleep button on now.
I'm not bleeping anything. Cut the shit. We have to make sure that we stop the nonsense of women saying that they don't need us when clearly we need each other.
Yeah.
I've already made a video about that before. There are several women out there who have clicked in their heads that they're tired of being strong and independent.
Yeah.
They realize that they need us.
I'm not a strong, independent woman, okay? I need a man. I can't open the can.
I don't give a what y'all say. We need men.
The strong black woman narrative is a scam. Wake up!
Ladies, feminism lied to us and we just ate it up.
And again, you don't hear us men saying we don't need women. Because we know we do. We need each other.
For real.
And in order for us as a group, as a community, to do something, like to grow within this world, we need to stick with each other. It's just as simple as that.
So really, man, it's time, bro. I believe that it's time.
So more on a solution. When it comes to a solution, especially with you, Mike, yeah, it is time.
Yeah.
I agree with that. It is time. One solution I will say is something that this young lady has to say.
Job hunting right now is absolutely a mess. It's been 7 months since I was laid off just because the company decided to reconstruct their business. My unemployment has ended, and I still haven't had any luck with securing a position with a salary that can take care of my family. Y'all, most recently I applied for a role, and I went through 9 rounds of interviews. 9 rounds of talking to 9 different people. The hiring manager was a black woman, and I could honestly tell that she was trying to fight for me. However, I also noticed when I was in a space with different race, harsh comments were always being made about my education. Like, they really didn't care about my education and experience. Mind you, I just completed my MBA. So just say you just don't want to pay me, don't discredit me. This is just a short reminder to myself and every black woman trying to navigate this job market. Keep your head up. Keep fighting for what's yours. You don't have to beg or pressure anyone to see your worth. You are so worthy, and the right opportunity will come to you. Y'all, we have to work together to put each other in these rooms they're trying to keep us out of. So Black women, when you are in these rooms, let's fight for one another and let's change the narrative.
True, that young lady said all of that. But what you guys may not know about her is this. And I'm going to mute the audio because there's copyrighted music there and I'm not trying to get us flagged. But if you look at this TikTok that she posted, she has a husband. And look at what the caption says. It says, "You're a stay-at-home mom, grateful you threw it in a circle for your husband on your first date." She's married. So even though she might have lost her job, there is a second income in that household that's helping to keep her and the rest of the family afloat. Another thing that she said,
September just hit different. Not only is it my birthday month, but I woke up today like, new month, new goals, let's get it. Me and my husband were both up early. Laptops out, working right here on the sofa. And honestly, I originally thought I bought it just for my little reset at night. You know, right after the toilet goes down and just finally getting a little moment to breathe. But now it became our morning office too. Y'all, the house is still quiet. He's on one side, I'm on the other. And it just feels so good to start the day off intentional. While we still have that little window before the toddler wake up. We've been talking about what didn't work last month and what we want to do differently this month. And how we can also bring in extra income this month. Sometimes it's not all about big dramatic changes. It's about being consistent, planning together, creating a space to actually think and reset. This sofa is where we recharge at night and where we map out our next moves in the morning. So yeah, September, we're ready for you. And if you're on that same wave, I linked this sofa in my bio. But tell me first, what's something you're going to be intentional about this month? And where do you sit to recharge and reset to? Did you plan out your goals and how do you plan on achieving them? Let me know in the comments.
she and her husband, they actually map out their finances together, as they should. Now, I've never been married before, but Mike, I'm sure you can speak on how it is once being married and having shared household duties.
No, I mean, I believe when I was watching that, it made me happy to see, because truly, like you said, when one person may be down and out, you have someone else to lean on. It's more like not a crutch, but you have aid in a sense that you won't ever be down and out when they knock one person off. No, like, hey, I got some help right here that until I get back on my feet, I have someone that can carry me. So I love to see that, them working together when it comes to finances, because often finances are one of the things that tends to break up relationships. So to me, when I see that, I highly would love to see that from other couples.
Yeah.
I just encourage you all to work together so that you can get that, because I know we talk about it like it's easy, but it's not easy to just find a husband or a wife. It does take time, but we do encourage that you all are seeking marriage, because as you can see, when times come like this, hey man, it's better to be together than it is to be alone.
For sure. So that's just one example of a woman who essentially, I don't want to call her husband a backup plan, but essentially has a plan B. Like, granted, she lost her job and hopefully, she found something else, but she has her husband's income to fall back on, so where she's not out there like seriously struggling.
Yeah.
And that's what, happens when we're united. Mm-hmm. That's what happens when we come together. Like, we're both marriage-minded individuals.
Yeah.
And although I can say that, I'm cool with, or I'm okay with, if I absolutely have to navigate the rest of my life without being married, it is what it is. But that's not the goal. That's not what's planned for me. I already know that. My wife is out there.
Talk that talk.
I'm going to get married one day because I want to get married one day. I want to raise a family. I want to be able to create something amazing within the community when it comes to my lineage, when it comes to the legacy that I'm going to leave behind on this earth. What you guys are watching right now, this channel, is not the only legacy that I'm going to leave behind.
Yeah.
Lord willing.
And I agree with him. I desire to be married again, and to have not only just to have a marriage, but to have a foundation that is built on truly God, the way he intended it for marriage to be, so that we can all be fruitful and that we can multiply as we have this marriage, because that's what it's about, man.
Right.
So yeah.
So that's all we wanted to say when it comes to this video, man. Again, there's been a lot of talk lately about all these women who have lost their jobs. And although those reports were from months ago, you see what's going on right now when it comes to so many people who had to leave their jobs because they're not getting paid. so many people who have lost their jobs, especially with the way that the job market is now, they can barely find jobs.
Yeah.
So it's like something's got to give. We have to reach a point to that where we come together and we don't have to necessarily worry so much about this, to where it's like, yo, if I was married and God forbid my wife lost her job, I got her for real. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. Again, if I was married and I lost my job, my wife got me until I can get back on my feet. You know what I'm saying? That's what has to happen. That's what needs to happen. And I don't want to hear all of this talk about like, oh, I don't want to do 50-50, or I'm not going to support no man, even if he is my husband. Like, I don't want to hear none of that. And even from you fellas, I don't want to hear that y'all are not going to support a woman because, like, who are you? Why are you watching this channel? Anyway, I'm getting beside myself. I want to say that we need to get to a point to where we are together, we are united, and we could come out on top, because as it looks now, the way that our community is set up, we are falling behind, seriously behind. I'm working on some videos right now to where I'm going to explain this in further detail. This is not the video to talk about it, but stay tuned. Y'all will see everything that I have to talk about, and maybe, just maybe, it'll open your eyes a little bit.
I think he said it all. So, we can't leave without saying. Leave a Cash App, actually. That was it. That was what we can't leave without saying. Once again, I'll take $1.
The link is down below in the description. Guys, if you love the content that we put out, we greatly appreciate it if you guys just hit the link in the description, or you can hit the link in the pinned comment. I always have it up there. Tap into the Cash App, whatever you can spare. I mean, it goes a long way. It helps the channel. It helps us to be able to actually create not only more content for you guys, but better content for you guys.
Oh, for sure.
Because this equipment ain't cheap.
Yeah. And just being all honesty and all seriousness, we just want to say thank you all for allowing us to get to the place where we are today, because we couldn't have gotten to this place without you all support.
Seriously.
And for what it is that you've done for us, because we started this thing with nothing. So to be here and to have you all, it means the world to us.
Thank you so much. We mean that from the bottom of our hearts. And now, with that being said, we cannot leave without saying,
where you are today
is a residual outcome
of the thoughts you had
in the past.
Till next time.
Peace.